Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bemi and I am a Nigerian lifestyle blogger. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by, and if you're returning, you already know what it is. Thank you for being here. As part of my wedding planning series today, I am bringing to you things that your Nigerian wedding guests do not care about at your wedding. I feel like a whole lot of people stress, a whole lot of brides, a whole lot of people stress about like the little details about their wedding, and it's because you feel like you have invited all these guests and all these people and you're like, I don't want to let them down. Oh my god, it has to be like perfect. But guess what? I hate to break it to you, girlfriend. Your guests do not care about the following things, okay? Your guests do not care about the invitations. Whatever means or form you use to invite them to your wedding, they actually don't care. So don't go and spend all this so much money on making invitation cards, or even stressing yourself on doing so much DIY invitation cards and sending it to people. Because like personally me, if you give me an invitation card, I just keep it up until that day that I need it. I go to the wedding. After it goes into the trash. So you use 300 naira to make one copy of this invitation card. Sometimes it goes as high as 500, 1000. I see all these really fancy invitation cards, and when I get them, I'm like, oh, it is really pretty. Oh my god, you know, I show my husband, I show different people, I'm like, oh, it's such a pretty invitation. But after the wedding is done, best believe it's taking up space in my house. It is going to the trash. So don't stress about what the invitations are like. Girl, if you can just do your e-invite alone. I know some of our parents like to do like regular cards. Do it for them, but don't stress about it. Whatever you can get is fine. All people want to know is the venue, the time it is happening, the dress code as in the color. That is it. Another thing that your guests do not care about are the type of table covers or linens that you put on your table during the reception, or the kind of plate. Is it original china or fake china or this? I don't even know the terminologies, but trust me, Nigerian people, they don't care about stuff like that. Whether you use white, just spread it across everywhere, or you use burgundy, or you use whatever, just don't use a contrasting color. Just use like basic beige or white or something like that. They're actually not going to care. They just want to have a table to sit down at the reception, sit down with their friends, their family, their loved ones, and when it's time to serve food, food must come at the right time. You see, stressing about, oh my god, I need this linen cover, I need this flowers on the table, they're good. You don't get me wrong, they're good, but I'm just trying to let you know that your guests don't really care about them. So do not fuss about it. Don't stress about it. Another thing your wedding guests, especially Nigerian wedding guests, don't care about is your first dance. So whether you go and book salsa lessons at some place in Lekki, some expensive place in Ikoyi or Lekki or something, or you get a personal private choreographer to choreograph something moves that you and your husband would do, or some acrobatics that you would do. This is not America. This is not the UK. This is not an American wedding. It's not a UK wedding or a British wedding, guys. This is a Nigerian wedding. They don't care what kind of dance you dance with your husband. They don't want to know. As a matter of fact, by the time you are doing all that dancing thing with your husband, they are eating. They're not even looking at you. They don't even know if you are salsaing or waltzing or whatever kind of dance they do these days. Even if it's just a regular hold his hand, hold your hand, and you guys dance together. I know it's a moment for you, but I'm just saying, like, don't stress about it. Don't like break the bank about it because you're trying to impress your guests. If you do all those acrobatic moves, like I said, they'll be like, oh, it's such a beautiful wedding. Oh my god, if you talk Paris singing, that's it. Like, next week they have gone to another wedding and they don't even remember that you were waltzing or salting. Another thing that your Nigerian wedding guests do not care about is your wedding cake. So whether your cake is upside down like this, suspending from something, or maybe in fact one angel is up holding the cake and dangling it in front of everybody, they don't care about it. The funniest thing is Nigerians don't even get to eat out of that wedding cake. A lot of times they make cutout cakes that people eat out of. The actual wedding cake, they don't actually even get to eat out of it. So nobody really they see that there's, I mean, if there is no cake at the wedding, they would notice that there's no cake. Do you get what I mean? But whether it is suspending like this, or it is like this umbrella, they actually don't care. Oh, if it's, you know, really something they've not seen before, oh my god, take a picture, it's a really nice cake. That's the end. Like, literally, that's the end. Like, it's not something that they're going to like you every time go home and be like, oh my god, like when I wake up the next morning, oh my god, did you see Bemi's wedding cake? That it was so good. Nah, it ends at the wedding. Another thing that your Nigerian wedding guests do not care about, especially the females, is the bouquet toss. So the bouquet toss, or whether your man is going to go under and get the, what's it called, gather, or whatever it's called, they actually don't really care about it. Like, don't get me wrong, like I think very few ladies look forward. Like, I remember when I was single, I don't think I would go to a wedding and be looking forward to the MCs to say, all the single ladies, and everybody comes outside and they throw it, and I try to catch it. As a matter of fact, I used to avoid those things. Like, I didn't always want to go out for those things. I don't know why, but I just didn't want to always go out for those things. So I know a lot of ladies, and that's why a lot of times you see the MCs telling the bride, call out your friends, call their names so that they can come. Like, if you give your guests, your girls, good food, good DJ, good drinks, they're gonna go home and be fine. Like, I'm not going to get home and now be like, Mommy, oh, can you imagine at that wedding that I went to, they did not call the single ladies so that they would toss the bouquet at us. And I wanted to catch that bouquet. No, nobody's going to stress about it. So whether you have practiced some type of dance that you want to dance for tossing the bouquet, or because of the bouquet toss, I know a couple of people that because of bouquet toss, they wanted to break the bank because of bouquet toss. Like, it was like, oh my god, every other person is going to hold it, or they're going to see what it looks like, or this or that. Don't do that to yourself. Just don't. And the final and last thing that your Nigerian wedding guests don't care about: grand entrance, grand exit. So your event planner or decorator builds you this castle thing, and you come on floating water, and in fact Angel Gabriel is carrying you as you are dancing with your husband, or as you're leaving in like the best car ever, you know, like in the American movies where, you know, they say just married and you guys will like enter this like crazy car and the car will like just fly. Like, they don't care. As a matter of fact, especially for grand exits, a lot of times people don't even know where the couple live. I know that at my wedding, my husband and I left some of our guests at the wedding. Yes, I know of a couple of parties too that I've been to, wedding parties, that they will just be like, where is the bride and groom? Where are they? They left already. They will leave you there to enjoy yourself and, you know, have all the fun in the world, but they're tired, so they had to leave. So nobody like notices when you leave. Do you get what I mean? So now you may say, oh, but they notice when you come in. Yeah, they do, but fam, these are Nigerian guests that we're talking about. It's probably like your like circle of friends or whatever that will like notice. Your uncles and aunties are not noticing nothing. All they are doing is running about. After time, if you ask your parents, like your Nigerian parents, like, oh, so what happened at this wedding? They don't know. They're just eating and making conversation and having chit chat with people. And when it's time to go, they go. They're not going to know nitty gritty details of the wedding. So do not stress about. So that is it on the things that I think your Nigerian wedding guests don't care about. So it helps you save money. It helps you relieve stress. You don't have to stress about it, and you don't have to break the bank. So now I have to put this disclaimer. At the end of the day, though, it is your wedding. Do you, boo. Forget about everything that I just said. Like, if you want to be floating on ice into your wedding, if you want to have the biggest bouquet ever that the world has ever seen, and you can afford it and you will not break the bank, by all means do it. I'm just here being a very good trusted advisor. Let me know what else you guys think that Nigerian guests do not really care about. Comment it in the section below. I really want to see. I'm excited about it. Thank you guys so much as always for watching this video. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't seen the other videos in this series, I will link them in different parts of this video so you can go, you know, binge watch them. Thank you guys as always. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share with everybody that you know. It's very important. Thank you so much, guys, always. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.